Alright, for the ones that are watching or the ones that are going to watch this stream, I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. It is, it is actually quite nice for a Monday. It is getting quite cooler out throughout the days, starting to get more cooler and cooler each time, which is really good for the fall. You don't want to be too warm and you don't want to be too cold. In the way. You just want to gradually go down. It may go down from minus 30 or from plus 30 degrees down to like 20s, low 20s, and then down to the teens and all that stuff, which I don't mind, like in the mid-teens, and at night it's like, cooler than that. Um, so, everything else turns out pretty good. Pretty good in a way. Just some things might not turn out so good. Some places could be extremely hot, and all of a sudden a cold spell hits, and then ever since then it's just winter like that. You're always gonna see something like that in the future, or in the weather, in that. But it all depending too. All depending on what's gonna happen in the future. We all can never understand, like we can maybe understand the ways that the weather is. Like if it's going to be, I think this year into maybe late January, mid-February, it'd probably be pretty cold. And that, which is okay. Because you need cold winters, right? Because the stuff that we grow up here needs the seasons change. Because we grow different things here, like maple and that. So with maple here, it's a little bit different compared to anywhere else. And then we also have like the some other things like wine and all that stuff. But it is something to look at for winters. People might not like winter, but the best thing about winter is, if you have cold and snow, is that sometimes it just is a little bit better and a little bit easier for some people. And some people don't like cold, they like the warmth. If I was living where I am right now, if I was not living here in Canada and if I was in the United States, I think the place that I'd probably move to would be somewhere. Hey Sam, how you doing? I hope your day's been pretty good, or your weekend was pretty good. But anyways, with the weather if it does go cold right now, if it does go cold and stay cold until like the end of January or mid-February, and then starts to warm up after that, then that's a pretty good winter. We had an early winter and an early spring, which would be pretty. But it could also mean that the spring will be a lot cooler than anything else, which is fine. You don't want anything else to be different. Alright, let's take off this so you guys can see me. I hope you all will enjoy my stream. I know that I will. And I forgot to tell you, I did get 2 games that I bought. One game that I bought was called Gun Crave Core. I think C-O-R-E. I think that's what it is. Gun Crave Core, something like that. It's like a way that I look at it. It looks like a smash button thing where you smash your button and all that stuff, but it has really cool moves and all that stuff. So I'm gonna give that a shot. And then I got this other game that I downloaded called something. Just give me a minute here. I did. Pro the East. Prodicius. Prodicius or something like that. It's a game that that I got. It's like a shooter game. It's actually something between Doom and Quake. If you remember those two games, well, you definitely remember Doom, but I don't know if you know about Quake. So it's something like that that I got. So I'll be playing that game instead of Desperado 3. Because I know Desperado 3 will probably keep me busy for quite a long time. And this other one probably, I'm thinking maybe 40 hours, 60 hours, maybe. Thereabouts, maybe 30 hours to 60 hours, all depending how. And it's also a co-op game. So if you guys ever want to try that game out, you can with me. But I'll be playing it after this game, though. So that's the good news. And I bought it this past weekend, so, or on Friday I bought it. So that's, or no, not Friday, Saturday, sorry. Saturday I got it. So 2 games, now I'm good for that. I've still got other games that I want to get, which is Star Wars Jedi Survivor? I don't know if it's a Survivor or Survive. That one I'll be playing someday, and same with Dead Space. Everybody loves Dead Space, and they remade it too. So, and I enjoyed Dead Space. The only thing is, I've never gotten pretty far in that game because, well, it had me on my tippy toes in that game. So, it does have a scare thing to it, but I think I should be fine. And I'll be playing that game later on too, after I play this other game that I got. Protocol something protocol, or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, it's almost like Dead Space, but it's on a planet. This one that I'm on, so it's gonna be kind of cool. Um, so that one I'll be playing first before I be playing the other game there. So there is quite a bit of games that I will be buying still, and so forth later on. Especially the new Aliens that's supposed to be coming out, the new version Aliens. It looks pretty good, but I don't see any gameplay yet on it. They just showed the what is it called? Theater attic something where they just showed the like what it could be. I had completed Quake 2 when I was young, and I have played Quake 3 and Quake 4. The enemy, what? Territory Quake War. Yeah. So you know what I mean by Quake. That's cool. Yeah, Quake is actually one of the games that I did play in the 90s. It was something that I enjoyed, 90s, early 2000s. I played it on PC, which is a really good game. The other game that I also enjoyed too was called Unreal Tournament. It's something like Quake, but a little bit different. It's more of not really a co-op multiplayer. It's more like a multiplayer. Before it started, it was something. I have completed all the Dead Space games. Oh, cool. I have not. I have not completed all the Dead Space. One I tried so hard to beat, but I couldn't beat this one area because it was just I got stuck or something like that. And then I played the second one, which was actually quite good. Um, it was different. And then the third one was a co-op one, which would have probably be pretty good. But I don't know. I hope they revive the franchise so that they can keep going with single player all throughout the Dead Space. Are you talking about Unreal Tournament? Yep. That's the one that I was talking about earlier. Unreal Tournament is actually one of the best games out there that I played. Especially the gun with the saw blades onto it. If you ever had the one with the saw blades that just shoot out and bounces off, those things are really cool. And then you got an awesome sniper. You can aim up and. I used to play it with my cousins on their computer. We had used to. He had a computer upstairs. Then I had a computer, and then his son had a computer. Yeah, the Ripper. Yep, the Ripper. These games from the 90s and that were probably the best games before its time. Like Unreal Tournament and Quick were the two games that brought out the best games like Dead Space and and well, you also got Doom as well in there, and then you got Duke Nukem, which is another great game. But I don't know what it is. They just can't revive that game because that game is pretty much a classic, and they try to revive it, but it just sinks. So I don't know. Either they need to improve themselves to make it be a lot better for Duke Nukem, which was another great game. I have to remind you. Like I played all the Duke Nukems from PlayStation 1 up to PlayStation 2, I believe. PlayStation 1 and 2. PlayStation 3 I haven't played it on. PlayStation 4, the remake of it, didn't play it. So, yeah, from 1 and 2, or PlayStation 1 and 2 were the only ones that I find that was actually not too bad on Duke, Duke Nukem. I don't know if you guys remember, but there's another game that I liked during the 90s. It was the mid 90s, I think it was. Mid to late 90s. It was called Wolfenstein 3D. If you remember that game was actually really popular, and I couldn't stop playing it. I have to play it. It was one of those games that you just constantly want to play because it was this so fun, so challenging in a way, and everything else. And I was just so good at that game too. And it was I don't know. To me, it seemed like it was a long game, but I'm pretty sure it was actually a short game. And that so yeah. But anyways, let's continue on with this game, and then the quicker I get this game done, and then the quicker I can get to this other game that I want to try out. Alright, for the ones that are like watching this stream, I hope you all will like this stream, and as well subscribe to this stream. If you don't want to do any of that, that is fine. You want to check out my other streams, you sure can. But if you like what you see, please put a like down and subscribe. Oh, alright. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah, I forgot one thing today. I'm not going to pop it in before I forget. That I forgot to take my vitamin D. If you have to take vitamins, make sure that you do take your vitamins, because if you don't, you might have some troubles. Especially if you have some sort of condition that you need to boost up your iron, your calcium, your D12s, anything that you need to boost up. And if you're not getting enough of it, you just take these vitamin pills. For me, I got vitamin D3, which is supposed to be for my immune system and my bones. Just give me a second here. So, I'm gonna sound like I'm gonna have candies in my mouth, but it's not candies. It's just vitamins, and they're the chewable ones. So it's always good to have chewable ones, right? All right, solo, and we've gotten this far, so. Woohoo. Ugh. Games I love. I love old games, except for some. There's some games that I just not good at, but there's other games that I'm good at, Okay, everybody got boosted, so... Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, jeez. Okay, let me see here. Oh, I could get rid of that. No, maybe, I don't know. Is someone wearing that? I don't see it. No, nobody's wearing it, so I can get rid of it. Keep 65. That one's 65 out of what? 65, 71. 65, 71. What? Okay, I can get rid of this one. So this one and this one. Okay. What's this? Sword. He has a sword. Okay. I can get rid of this one. Anybody wearing? Yeah. Don't want to take away that. Oh. Oh, look at that. I can boost this guy's. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I got a couple of those. I can't sell these stupid things, and I don't know what to do with them. I used to play UT, Unreal Tournament, in 2002, a lot during the childhood. I used to play UT 2004, the crazy during high school. Cool. Yeah. There is quite a bit for UT. It's actually quite fun. If you guys ever want to try it out, you can. I'm pretty sure you can get UT on computer still, but I don't think you can get UT anywhere else. So let's see what. Well, I don't know. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can. Oh, no, I can't. Mm. Okay, I'm done with my I'm done with my vitamins now. They're a good thing they're chewables. Otherwise, that would have sucked. Okay, well, I gotta sell some things here, so. What's this? I gotta go down here. Okay. There we go. Yep.
Huh?
Oh, tell me.
Can you tell me more about your craft? About demonology?
And why's that? Thinking about a career change?
I'm just curious.
Are you? I hope you do realize that demonology isn't a forbidden school for no reason. Most people who mess with it die. But sure, if you have questions, ask.
Let's start with the basics. What's the core principle of demonology?
It's simple. You study demons and their powers, and bind them to your will. And thus you gain access to their powers. Take a devourer. Once you've studied and subdued her to your will, you can access her strength. And I'm not talking about merely summoning her. You can channel her powers.
Oh, okay. I think I already did these things because, let's see.
Is there a limit to how many demons you can bind?
No. If there were, I wouldn't still be traveling after all this time.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
So, why exactly is demonology forbidden?
Because it's dangerous. And because demonologists can be extremely powerful. More than some members of the ruling caste would like to see.
I might want to switch this guy with one of the people.
So, in order to bind them, you need to beat them in battle, correct?
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that, but yeah. In a nutshell, that's it.
And I'm guessing that's what makes it so dangerous?
Among other things, yes. What can also happen is that your body simply can't handle a demon's unleashed essence. It can cause a brain rupture similar to what these masks the Purity use. And, to be honest, that happens to 8 out of 10 students of demonology. They subdue a demon, get excited, and let all their energy rush in at once. As a result, their brains explode like a watermelon hit with a warhammer.
Ouch. That would hurt.
How is that supposed to work? Channeling their powers?
Hard to describe. Just imagine that the demon becomes a part of you. You connect it with your magic, so to speak. And when needed, you can call on it to help you. It's not just the power that comes with it. It's also the feeling. Channeling the essence of a Zarek Nar, a tribe eater. It's a feeling that compares to nothing else in this world. You can't understand it till you've done it.
So this guy might want to take with me because of his ability.
Interesting. Thanks for the insight.
Sure.
Alright. Okay. Alright, let's go down to... Let's go down... here. Alright, we're gonna go down here. See, I need to go right here. Need to go down right there. Let's go talk to this guy.
What can I do for you today?
Okay, we're gonna go like
Let me
this.
see what you have in stock.
I had hoped as much. What do you need?
Alright, so I can sell some of the stuff here that I don't need, like this one. And then this one I don't need either. And these two. There's another thing right here. What's this? No, I don't wanna. Oh, right here. There we go. Sorry if I am taking time here. I think I don't need this either. Gotta keep that. Gotta keep that too, and this one as well, and that one keep as well. Okay, that one is gone. I'm keeping. But how much money do I have? Oh, that's good. That is good. Okay. This one I will take that away. This one I will do the same. Shield. I don't really use a shield for anybody except for one. Okay. What's that? This is a staff. I'm gonna keep. But that's about it. Apply. Boop. Alright. Okay, what we got here? We got 25. We got 20, 10. We got 2 of those. We have 30. Okay. Ooh, pardon me.
Fair offer.
There. Let's go over here. Pardon me.
Ah, Corporal. I've found some new treasures. You might want to take a look at them.
The best wares from Kalea to Northander.
Okay, how am I doing? I got 37 out of 30. I'm okay.
Pleasure doing business with you. Come again. I'm getting new wares by the next moon's turn.
Yes? Have you come
Alright.
to see the fruits of my labor?
No,
Adventure,
I
aren't
came
you?
here
Come
for...
take a look.
What
I'm
do you
sure
have
I've got
here,
something
actually?
that might spark your interest.
100. I don't know. Don't know. Okay, let's go with... that one and this one. There.
well,
Go right here. Do. Where are you? Right there. Okay. Right here. These are Alvin, or the elves. Oh shit! Wrong way. There we go. Alvin stuff. I think I got this one and this one. Okay. All right. Let's go down into here. If you're enjoying this stream, please leave a like and subscribe. If you don't want to do any of that, that is fine. Want to check out my other streams, you sure can. But if you like what you see, please put a like down and subscribe. It is going to be a fun game. I don't think I'll be able to beat it today, but hopefully it will take me a while to beat it. This game anyways. See how it goes.
Blazes. Battle noises. They're already inside.
What are your orders, Tahar? This doesn't look good.
We have to seal the entrances. If they breach either one of them, we're done with.
Then we need to split up. I'll get some of my men and...
Then I'll take over the northwest.
Oh.
That's the hardest one for them to reach, so chances are they still haven't made it.
Then we'll help you.
Good. And Tahar, if what that scout said is true, and House Utran is really part of this attack, don't harm her. I know my sister. This does not make any sense at all. There must be a reason for all of this.
I didn't even know Lady Utran is your sister.
I don't blame you. Northander politics and family bonds are complicated. But yes, she is my sister. And since her husband, Lord Rickard Utran, died, she's the ruler of the Utran lands, which makes this development as dangerous as it's bizarre. The fact that House Leonida is supporting the Harbinger is bad enough.
I'll do my best. Good luck. We'll come to your help once the other entrances are secured.
Do that. Nihalth guide your sword, Tahar.
Duke. Okay, where do I need to go? Don't know. Right here? Okay. There. Northwest entrance. Secure the northwest entrance. Okay.
Anything on your mind?
Is there any other? Let's see. I don't know. Okay, let me... I don't know if I can go down here or not, but...
Sure.
Just gonna check this out. Oh, hang on. There's a question. Where? Oh, that's why. There's a person right there I gotta talk to. Okay. I got it. Okay.
Corporal?
Tahar,
There we go.
you're awake.
Shit. So they've already breached the outer walls.
They will soon. That masked thing on the other side. I don't know how he does it, but he's draining me.
Drain.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Iria!
Heavens, Rames.
The barrier gave up.
He's a Dreamweaver. Get ready, Tahar. This will not be easy. Whatever's necessary. One down. Not the real one.
There we go.
I understand.
Okay, I gotta get my guys up. Alright, so I gotta go this way? Looks like I gotta go this way. Oh shit, man.
They will burn.
Okay, up. There we go.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
Another illusion.
Who would have guessed? Who was that?
If I had to make a guess, I'd say he's one of his commanders.
You got it.
Okay, gotta go
I'll be
this
swift.
way.
As you want.
Oh, pardon me.
You read my mind.
It will be bloody.
It's kind of strange that I only have two that actually work really good. Okay. Zoop. Zippity day. Alright, gotta go up this way? It's telling me to go up this way. Oh, is there any other? Okay, there's nothing. So I gotta go down. Right here. And then, where do I need to go? This way? Okay, how the hell am I supposed to go that way? Can I go? Oh yeah, I can go this way.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, here we go. Alright.
All right.
Boom.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, got him. There we go.
Get ready. I'll make it quick. I need help over here.
Should be fine. Whew. All right.
Prepare yourselves.
Okay, I gotta get my people. Let me stop here. At least they will be okay. So what do you guys think of the games, like the older games that you used to play as a kid or anything like that? For me, I was a well, some of them like Wolfenstein 3D and Unreal Tournament and Quake. I was roughly in my upper mid-teens into my early 20s when I played them. It was like one of the best games that you can play out there, but at the same time you don't want to overdo yourself. Because it was like a multiplayer slash whatever, it's just something that I enjoyed a lot. A lot of people don't like it, but or might not like those type of games, but I used to play them a lot, and it is certain things that you have to really watch out for. And okay, where the hell am I supposed to go here? Okay, let me go up here. It was something that I enjoyed a lot.
Sure.
Oh, hang on. What's this? Ooh, get thick. So at least I got that.
Of course.
Of course. Ooh, we got deer. Could I go? No, I can't go that way. Okay, I can't go that. I gotta figure out. This is kind of tricky. Oh, you're kidding me, right? I can't go that way either.
You got it.
Oh shit! It's right here. Come on.
What now? The southwest, the southeast, and the northeastern entrance are still undefended.
Then we need to take care of them.
You picked the wrong enemies.
They won't stand.
Oh shit.
Help me, somebody!
All right. Oh, that was a close one. Oh, what's this?
I'll take a look.
Grab it. Oh, got something. Okay, I gotta go down. Alright, I gotta go down over here. Shit. Okay, there we come. No, this is going to be interesting, you know. This is going to be really cool on what's going to happen with this game. Have you guys ever played Unreal tournaments or anything? I know some has. Some has played those games before, and he knows what I mean by those games. Another game I used to play a lot was Age of Empires in the late 90s. I used to play Age of Empires a lot with my cousins. It was actually quite fun playing them and everything else like that. It was just, Age of Empires 1, 2, and 3. Played all three of them, but the third one, they had a lot of difference. Okay, let me go to this guy here.
Now would you look at that?
Saul Rocker.
What's the situation? I don't see any purity men around here.
No, not purity, but someone else. According to my scout, they're gathering their forces down that valley. My gut tells me they're waiting for reinforcements.
If it's not the purity, who are we dealing with? Another one of the royal houses?
No, I don't think so. To me, they look like bandits. But they're fighting under Aeonir's banner. And the man my K-Ran hunter took down had the purity symbol tattooed right across his forehead.
The Bane. The ones who massacred the Northander outpost in Leafshade.
Huh. Yeah, that fits.
Damn it. What's the plan then?
Well, now that you're here, I say you move out and crush them. We'll hold our position and cover your backs.
Simple enough. All right then. Move out!
Okay, we're gonna go this way.
Got it. Understood.
Kinda cool. Where do I need to go here? I think I gotta go up.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, we're gonna just cut through. See how this. Holy shit, man! Here we go. And dook. No.
Prepare yourselves. I understand. Focus.
Gotcha, boy. Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. Do we have any place to go here? Nope, we don't. Okay. Go. So nothing there. So I need to get up here. Alright, let's go up here. Ah, there we go. Found the way. Okay, we're coming in for here.
It will be bloody.
There we go. Got him.
I'll make it quick.
There. Okay. I gotta figure out where I need to go now.
Understood.
Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, going up this way.
Sure.
to go around this way.
They won't stand a chance. Prepare. You read my mind.
Bye-bye. Okay, need to fix, so I need to... Nothing? Okay. Okay, going this way.
The fabled pariah. Interesting. I thought you were dead.
Let's just get it. Shall we?
My words exactly.
I understand.
Whatever's necessary.
Okay. Oh, you healed up. Shit. Okay. There we go.
Of course.
Give me a second here while I look at this. Cool.
I'll be
That's what I
swift.
needed. And that.
Not bad, Tahar. Not bad.
Why are you doing this? Throwing your lives away for some deluded madman.
Deluded? You're confusing something, Tahar. The Harbinger is pure. We are pure. You. People like you are who are making this necessary. It wasn't always like that, you know. A long time ago, this world was a world of peace. But then man gave in to temptation. They were weak, and they chose sin over virtue, sin over purity. And now look where we stand. Our history is a testament to our corruption. Wars, rape, hunger, illness. They are Aeronir's punishment for defying him. But that era has come to an end. We will make the world pure again and make it worthy of Aeronir's return.
Huh. You lost your mind. Aeonir is forgiven. Let's just get this over with.
You're fanatics. You've completely lost your mind.
On the contrary, we found it. But you're beyond repentance, so let's save ourselves the breath and end this already.
Oh shit.
What the?
Go after me and lose your city and your friend, or save them and let me go. Your choice.
She got away.
No time to go after her. We need to secure the entrance.
Get ready. There we go.
We'll make short work.
Holy shit, man, this is a lot to deal with.
Wait. Help me, somebody.
They killed one of our heroes.
Fuck.
I need help over here.
Shit.
They killed one of our heroes.
Shit.
You read my mind. It will be bloody.
Damn it! I need healing.
They killed one of our heroes.
Shit.
As you want.
Hopefully,
I'll do what's required.
hopefully I can get
I'll be
out.
swift. As you want.
Uh-oh.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
Understood.
I'm
injured.
Of course, I'll do what's required.
I need to get out quickly.
That way?
You should be more careful next time.
Sure.
Prepare yourselves.
All right. Goes nothing.
There we go.
I'm injured. They won't stand a chance.
Need to really go.
You got it.
At least now.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
They will fall.
Here we go. Focus here. Sounds like a plan. Focus.
Okay, now I need to get back over here. Whew. Okay, so everybody is back to normal, maybe. Good running makes it.
Sure.
Secure the northeast gate. Where's my,
Yes?
There, get back over here.
Yes?
Secure. I have complete all. Okay. I hear. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Must have left. Uh-oh. Secure the northeast entrance.
You got
which
it.
I did. Ah.
I'll make it quick.
Get ready.
I'm injured.
I need help over here.
Okay.
Will do. They won't stand a chance.
They killed one of our heroes.
Shit.
I need help over here.
Another one gone.
Understood.
Help me, somebody!
Healing.
Okay, I need to real heal. I need to heal up big time. There, so I can get these two. I'm gonna make sure that everybody else is doing good, but I don't know.
don't like this kind of magic. This is still strange.
Okay, I need you over here. And quickly. Looks like I lost my crew. Fuck. So I can't wait to get out of get out of this whole thingamabob. If if I ever win the lottery here in my home or where I am, or where I'm living at this time, if I won the lottery to secure myself for my future, I think it would turn out good. It wouldn't turn out evil or anything. It would just turn out not bad.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
You picked the wrong end. Jesus! Help me, somebody!
Whatever's necessary.
Focus area.
You read my mind.
Oh.
Jesus! Help me, somebody!
Anybody else?
Huh.
Alright. Ah, sweet. Oh, I got a key too, man. Nice. There we go. Now I can go all the way back. Down here.
Got it.
Alright. Going back down. Have you guys ever thought of what games you like in your past? What games you enjoyed the most and all that stuff? Like, what games do you like in your past? And how did you like it? Like, was it different? Was it easy? Was it hard? Compared to, like, games today. Like, do you find the games back then were a challenge? Too much of a challenge or not enough of a challenge what there is today for video games? Like, to me, I find back then was a challenge, and throughout the years it started getting a little bit harder, but I find it was getting more faster. Like, the games were a little bit more faster than what we're used to. Like, some games out there, like the older generation, if you're a baby boomer too, you might have played Pong when you were young, probably in your late teens, early 20s. You played Pong. If you were born in 70 or 55, and at 75 you would have been 20, and then 80. Yeah, so you would have played it in your early 20s or something like that. So for you who played Pong as an older generation that you are, do you find your games today are still the best games that you played from when you were like a young, late teens, early 20s type person? Or do you find that games today are so much exciting compared to like a lot of other stuff that you have seen? You know what I mean? Like, you got something that is mixed in with good. You got some that are mixed in with the bad, you know? And then you got like ones like arcades didn't come in until like, I think in the late 70s, mid 70s. Mid to late 70s, like arcade games. Like the ones that I can remember is Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Mario, I think it was Mario, Super Mario, or something like that. I played Gundelet, if anybody remembers the game called Gundelet. It was actually a PlayStation thing when a long time ago. But hang on, I'll be right back. Nature has called, so I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about this, everyone. Just want to hopefully everybody's doing okay. Let's get this over and done with.
A trap. I should have seen that.
Their leader got away.
I figured. But it won't be the last time we see her. We secured the entrance. That's what matters. What about the rest of the city? They attacked from all sides at once.
Yes, I know. We'll take care of it. Just hold your position for now. Once all this is over, we'll meet at the Nexus.
Understood. Don't die, Tahar.
I'll do my best.
Alright.
There's still two entrances we haven't covered yet. Let's hope it's not too late.
Two entrances? You mean one entrance, right? Okay.
You're here. Good. I assume that means the Northwest is secured.
It is. How about you?
Well, we managed to fend off their first attack. They aren't Purity, though.
What then?
Mercenaries. They don't have a banner, so they could be about anyone. Thing is, they've put up a siege weapon of sorts right up that hill, which prevents us from retaliating.
What kind of weapon?
I don't know. It looks like some kind of catapult, but it seems to be magic-fueled and throws fireballs which cause massive damage. We're out of reach, but the moment we move against their camp, it'll decimate us within seconds.
Whereas if you attack that machine directly, the mercenaries themselves will fall into your backs.
Or swarm right into the city, yes. We weren't enough to split up, but now we are. Good timing, in other words.
So you want us to destroy that weapon?
Yes. The moment it is down, we'll go for their strong point.
Understood. Let's get this done.
Yep.
Quite the breeze, isn't it?
Alright, so I gotta go. Can I go? I don't think I can. Oh, heck
Prepare
at this.
yourselves. I understand.
They will fall.
All right, here goes nothing.
Okay. Oh, I can't go that way. Can I go this way? Yep, I can go this way. Then up. Oh, here we go.
Whatever's necessary.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Alright, so, done that. Okay, gotta go
I'll be
this
swift.
way. Up. Is that where I need to go? Hang on, where am I supposed to go? Right? Okay.
There it is. Take it down.
Shit! Kill them!
There we go. Oh shit.
Get ready. Here we go.
That should do it.
There we go.
Got it. Blazes. This is Commander Katris from Aenir's Deathman. So he's Purity now.
Corporal Tuh? What a surprise.
Katris.
Don't talk, friend. Fight.
bloody.
There we go. Okay, what do I need to do? Secure the southwest.
Careful.
Ah, here we go.
Blazes, Tahar. Now I know why Lacane wants you dead. You really know how to fight.
Give me one reason not to kill you.
I guess I can't. Can't help with that. Look, this isn't personal. Lacane and his fanatics took down my camp and gave me a choice. Repent and accept the light, or have some stern-faced priest ram a bloody pike up me arse. So, unless you have some odd fantasies that I don't want to know about, don't tell me you wouldn't have done the same.
A loyal man wouldn't have.
Well, good thing I never swore loyalty to you or the Empire, isn't it? Don't kid yourself, Tahar. You would have done the exact same thing. Pretend all you like. In the end, we're all selfish pieces of shit. And the only difference between me and you is that I'm honest about it.
Any last words?
I hate to disappoint, but we're not quite there yet, friend. Goodbye, Tahar. Too bad we couldn't be on the same side this time.
What the?
A teleport rune. Good thinking.
Let's get back to Angar.
Okay. Let me go down here and check out this. That's cool. I don't think I can go any further than that, eh? Nothing there.
I'll do what's required.
Nothing there. So, alright. We are going... over here, I guess. There. Oh. I don't know what it is, but my you know, the where you put your, you know, the, what is it called? The waistline is? I find that my waistline, for some reason, is sore. And nothing is that tight on me. Everything is loose. But I just don't understand why it would be so tight, though.
We drove them back. Their commander escaped, though. He had a teleport rune.
Hard luck, I suppose. Well, you secured the entrance. That's what matters. What about the rest of the city? Are we safe?
Not yet. Hold your position for now. We'll meet at the Nexus once all this is over.
Understood. Tiara's blessings, Tahar.
Alright. So
almost through. Just one more entrance to go.
All the more reason to hurry.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Stay where you are. These things aren't just here for bugger and blast. You just had to find out for yourself, didn't you? What the... Tahar? Is that you?
I'll explain later. What is the situation? What are those things?
My newest invention. Or, to be more precise, my newly recovered Shaper technology. I call them, Death Towers.
Death Towers?
Yeah. While you were asleep, I did some more research on how the Shapers used the Nexus to defend their city. This is the result, though they won't hold forever. And my gut tells me the Utrans are up to something, because I haven't seen Lady Moira yet.
So it's true. House Utran is fighting for the purity.
Yeah, and quite viciously so. In other words, your awakening couldn't be more timely.
What do you suggest?
Well, as you know, I'm not the best at tacticians, but from what I saw, the attacks are currently coordinated by 2 Utran commanders. If we stay here and make sure no one gets through, you could take out those commanders in the meantime.
Got it. I'll come back when it's done.
Good. Me half guide your blade, friend.
Oh, shit.
Sure.
Let's go follow this. there's anybody that's coming after me, I will see them.
As you want. They won't stand a chance.
All right, here goes nothing.
There we go.
Fair enough. Let's do this. That way? Get ready.
Got the biggest. Here we go.
I understand.
They will burn.
Good. Now let's find the other one.
Alright. At least we got one of them, right?
I understand.
Alright, now we're gonna go. Oh shit, didn't even know that they were right here.
Here we go.
Okay, there. Battle's just begun.
Sure.
Tour. He says tour.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna go up that way.
Got it.
Uh-oh.
You picked the wrong enemies.
That's not.
They will burn. We'll make short work of them.
Okay, so can I go up here? Probably can. Well, let's see what happens. Uh-oh.
Whatever's nothing. You read my mind. Prepare yourselves.
That's Tahar! Get him!
That was
Gotcha.
the last one. Let's head back to Iskram.
Okay, let
That
me
way.
go.
All right.
Oh, there's something right here I need to grab. Here we go. Oh, shit.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
You picked the wrong enemies.
Of course.
Huh. Take that. Ooh. Nice. What's over here?
Understood.
Uh-oh.
Got it.
All right, here goes nothing. Get ready.
There.
Sure.
Let's go this way. Saying that there's something around here, so I'm gonna go around. Gonna go up. Oh, look at that.
I'll make it quick. They won't stand a chance.
Here go. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Whoa. What's this?
Huh. Interesting.
Power device of a sort, but its energy source is missing. Maybe it could be replaced.
Understood.
Okay. Okay, I need to go this way. Here we go. We're going down. I love this game. You know, this game is actually pretty cool. When you get the... If I ever pass away, okay, if I ever pass away, this is the type of adventure that I like to be in. Something like this. The reason why I say something like this is because you can grow yourself as a person, as a leader, as whatever, and then just do what you need to do, right? Well, this is the type of game that I like a lot about. If you get something like this and you've enjoyed this type of game, this is the type of game you really want to actually play. But if I say wanted to pass away or that passed away or something, and I was playing this game, I wouldn't mind being, you know, one of these type of people that comes back, but who's similar playing this type of game, you know, something like this. That'd be kind of cool.
Let's see.
Tahar, did you deal with those commanders yet?
Yes. What the?
Finally!
Lady Utran, what's the meaning of...
Uh-oh. Here we go.
All right. One more step and I'll slit my throat.
Tell me one reason I shouldn't kill you.
Let me think. How about the fact that if I die, the Utran lands will fall into chaos and you'll have another civil war at hand? Just what you need right now, isn't it? Not to mention that the poor, precious Lord Marshal would be heartbroken, losing his sister like that.
I'm afraid she's right. We cannot let her die.
I don't understand. Why did you betray the crown? Explain yourself.
Explain yourself? Oh, Tahar, you must understand the situation. You're not in a position to give orders. So here's what's gonna happen. You will let me walk away unharmed. You can have my soldiers, I don't care. But if you make only one wrong move, I will end this by slitting my throat.
I don't get it. What in blazes happened to you?
Who knows?
You're bluffing.
Try me.
Fine. Get out of here.
A woman of reason. One more thing, though, before I leave.
What?
You will repent. All of you.
Niehaus hammer. What? I mean, what was that? That is... Wait, I have a theory.
About what happened to Myra?
Yeah, but let's talk about that later. I think this entrance should be safe for now. The Death Towers will make sure of that.
Good work. That'll help us. We need to discuss things at the Nexus.
Of course. Thank you again, Tahar. I'm glad you're back.
What do you mean? She was possessed. This doesn't make any sense.
I'm afraid it does. But again, I have a theory. The rune. While you were asleep, I tinkered with it a little.
You think the rune has to do with this?
A rune. But it's probably best if I show you. Follow me, Tahar.
I'm coming too.
All right, let's see. Turn around.
Tiara's breath.
So, you get the idea.
Mind control.
Yeah. There are still some critical problems with it, and what I've done is far from what the Harbinger did with Lady Moira. But, Tahar, this rune, it has so much potential. If you thought what it does with the Godstones was fascinating, it's just the beginning. The Shapers, the Khazarlanthep, They knew their full potential. And this is the reason they were so powerful. Do you see it now? They...
Nope. Have you lost your bloody mind? Stop that! Whatever it is! Stop it now!
What?
Stop it for fuck's sake!
Fine. You're free. Go and take a nap.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
So you actually possessed those men?
No, I mean, yeah, the rune did. Look, Tahar, I know that I was maybe a bit too enthusiastic here, but can't you see the potential? Those soldiers, they do anything you command them to, without batting an eyelid.
And you think that the Harbinger controls Lady Mira, right?
Yes, and in an extraordinarily powerful way, if I may say so.
In other words, we need to find a way to break that possession. Right now, House Uhtred is under the Harbinger's control.
Madness. This is madness.
Whatever it is, let's tend to the wounded first. We'll discuss everything else in the Nexus.
Yes. Let's do that.
So many casualties. I just don't understand. We just ended one war, and now the Harbinger starts another?
Human nature, Tahar. People need an enemy. Peace is always fleeting.
Do you really think so?
I do.
Sure.
Well, let me go and... I'm gonna go over here. Can I get... I think I can. Yes, I can. There should be something...
Barren. Interesting. So Mullendeer's watering system didn't extend all the way up to here.
Ah, that's what
Interesting.
Cool, what is that? That is a Dwarven outer armor plating. Cool.
Of course. As you want.
Just want to see anything around. Oh, we got dead body. Oh, we got two. Oh, we got a hammer. Never hurts to go around and check out everything, you know? Never hurts.
I'll be swift.
I understand.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Alright, where can I go here? I don't know. Maybe I would just go back in. Instead. This game is so interesting, eh? Once you get to play this game, you get to see everything. It's just interesting to me. Like a lot of things are. Need to get more health potions though. There we go. Ooh, got a trophy. Sweet.
All right, let's catch our breath first. Angar, I'll talk to you when I'm ready to discuss the next steps.
Good. I'll be waiting.
You're kidding me, right?
Is there anything you need?
Alright, so let's go up here. Hey, look! I got another guy here. Nice.
What is it?
I'm gonna train some more.
I would like to train the elves.
Well, if you have the coin, I might be able to help. Let's see.
Don't have anything here, so alright. Let's go up to this guy right here. Alright, let's check it out.
Tahar, thank Nihal if you're awake. For a while, I wasn't sure you'd make it. How do you feel? Out on the battlefield, we didn't really get the chance to talk.
Confused.
Confused?
I can imagine. It's a tragedy. The purity on the loose, with the power of the Archfire in the Harbinger's hands. Who could have seen that coming? For what it's worth. I'm sorry I had to go through this. I truly am.
I always had my doubts about Lacane. Only I didn't expect this to happen.
I figure.
Be that as it may, all that matters now is that we stop him. What about you, Iskram? I doubt whatever bargain you struck with Lacane still stands. You're still here, so I guess you aren't planning on leaving.
Me? No, of course not. Where would I go, Tahar? There's no way of knowing what the Purity would do if they caught me. He wanted to kill you, so maybe Lacane doesn't want to leave any witnesses. Not to mention that we're still in the ancient Shaper city, full of marvels waiting to be discovered.
Glad you're able to see it that way. This isn't a game. We're in war.
This isn't a game, Iskram. We're at war.
I know, Tahar. And I will do all I can to help you end it. There's, one more thing I wanted to ask you. It's about your mother. About Andra.
Ask.
I'm not sure how to say this, but she was a Shaper. A living Shaper.
What are you getting at?
All tragedy aside, you have to understand how fascinating this is. A Shaper who survived through the Aeons. And as if that weren't enough, you even turn out to be related. I have so many questions, Tahar, so many questions. Iria said at the moment Andra and you melded, she made you see something. Fragments of her past. Now, I can't help but wonder, what was it? Did you see Mullendir in all its former glory?
I didn't see anything. It's more like I suddenly have that sense of familiarity. Especially here.
But that's even more exciting. She must have transferred some of her memories onto you. I wonder if that's part of this melding ritual. Look, Tahar, I'm not sure how to say this, but how would you feel about it if I examine her? There's so much we could learn from her, even if her mind has left her body.
What do you mean by examine? We're not talking about a dissection, are we?
What? No, of course not.
Why? What are you hoping to gain from that?
You mean apart from being able to examine the body of a living Shaper? There's much we could learn. Maybe we could even find something that helps us fight Lacane.
Iskram, I just lost my mother. The last thing I want to talk about right now are medical examinations on her body.
All right. I understand. Sorry, Tahar. I meant no offense. I think I should get back to work now. I'll see you around.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to. Okay, here we go.
Tahar, ready to discuss the next steps?
You didn't tell me yet. How exactly did you get here? Weren't you in Greyfell when the Harbinger took over?
No, I wasn't. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here. But we were on our way back the night it happened. As you can imagine, it was a hard choice to make. But eventually, I left my pride behind and realized attacking Greykeep with the little division I was traveling with would have been suicide.
So you fled?
We retreated. The rest is simple. We went to Iskander because we had heard the rumors about your army. There, we met one of your scouts, and then the elven woman, Iria of Finon Mir.
Oh, she decided to let you in.
Correct. You know the rest. Your people were a bit distrustful at first, and I don't blame them. After all, they'd been fighting the Royal Army not too long ago. But eventually, they realized that we were on the same side.
I hope that we are.
We are. Trust me.
I want to talk about Sentenza. His death.
Well, what is there to say? As I heard the story, he didn't leave you much choice.
So you're not angry?
For you defending your life? No. I never understood why he was so obsessed with hunting you down to begin with.
But he was acting on your orders.
Well, yes, strictly spoken, he was. You were a traitor. Or at least, that's what we thought back then. That witch hunt in Iskander, the battle at the Eye, that was his choice.
Why? Why did he want me dead so badly?
Well, I can only guess. But to me, it seemed as if he felt as if you had, I don't know, betrayed him. He always spoke highly of you. Did you know that? At times, it almost felt as if he considered you his own kin.
Well, if he did, he didn't show it very much.
That doesn't surprise me. Sentenza was never good at expressing emotions. You see, Tahar, in the end, both he and I are men born from war. Seeing people die at your command, hearing the widows and the orphans cry as a result of your choices, it changes you. You need to find a way to deal with it. And Sentenza did so by shutting off his emotions entirely. Or, at least, to the outside. But in the end, he always did what he thought was best for Northander. He saw the Harbinger's true face, even before he revealed it. And I brushed it off as his usual distrust towards anyone, which was, as you know, a fatal mistake. And who knows, maybe if I had listened, it would never have come to this.
Without the Harbinger, I'd be dead.
That's true. But this discussion isn't leading us anywhere, Tahar.
There's just one thing I still can't wrap my head around. How did Lacane become so powerful? How could he rally so many people behind him?
The big question, isn't it? In the end, I think it boils down to the fact that he poured salt into the wounds the Mage Wars had left in Northander. You see, it's not hard to rally people behind you if they are desperate enough. He just gave them a simple answer to a complex question. And the people believed him. Though I don't consider him a pragmatist, he really believes in what he says, that Aeonia will return once mankind has repented, which worries me even more. There's nothing more dangerous than fanaticism, fueled by magical power. Your father is the best example.
I am.
Good. Then let's call your companions.
Good.
Right on.
Now that you're all here, I'd like to plan how we proceed. As...
Tahar, I think you should allow yourself some more rest. You were in a coma for more than a month, and we still don't know what that melding actually did to you.
Isn't it obvious? It made her more powerful.
Yeah, but where does that power come from? What effect does it have on the human body or the psyche? We don't know.
I'm all right, Iskram. Just trust me.
Fine. Then go on.
Thank you. So, our objective is clear. We need to defeat the purity of light and save my mother. Angar, am I right to assume that Lacane made Greykeep his new base of operations?
Correct. It's the center of his power, which is both good and bad. It's bad because Greyfell was built to withstand any kind of ambush.
And why is it good?
Because it also means if we succeed and reconquer Greyfell, we'll cut off the snake's head. Once we kill Lacane, the purity will fall. However, there's no point in fooling ourselves. That battle for Greyfell will be bloody, and if we want to have even the slightest chance of winning, we need to join the remaining houses.
Ultran, Hallet, and Wulfgar.
Yes. If we put this army together with theirs, we might stand a chance. Also, you should see if you can strengthen the alliances you already have, Tahar. I have a plan regarding that, so we can talk further once this meeting has been concluded.
So do I.
All right. So where do we start?
It's up to you. But before we can even think about arranging a conclave between the houses, we need to break that spell the Harbinger put on my sister Myra. Iskra, any ideas?
Actually, it should be simple. We need to find the one controlling her, take the rune, and, well, destroy it in the forge.
And who is controlling her? What if it's the Harbinger himself?
I doubt it. The manipulator has to be physically close to his subject, so it'll most likely be someone in Lady Myra's army. But your rune will react to another rune's presence, so once that person is near, you'll feel it.
Good. Then I have a plan. The Harbinger has taken up position in Iskander, between the Utran and the Everlight border. You know that place, Tahar. It's where your father started his rebellion.
The Loyalist camp. So, what's your plan?
We strike in full force and take the castle. He'll be forced to initiate a counterattack, and my sister's armies, the Utran army, will be the closest ones at hand.
A bait.
Yes. We hold the castle against the main army, whereas you, Tahar, and a small troop get behind enemy lines. You find the rune carrier and strike from the shadows. Obviously, you'll have to act quick. We can't hold against the entire Utran army forever.
What if killing the rune carrier won't break the mind control?
We'll just have to hope that doesn't happen.
All right. So we take over the castle, wait for the Utran armies to cross the border, sneak behind their lines, and eliminate the rune carrier. And once Lady Myra is freed, we will gain the support of House Hallett and House Wulfgar.
Yes, though we'll need to take care of something else before that. But let's discuss this when the time comes.
Agreed. One more thing. This will be dangerous, and our original mission has been completed. In other words, if any of you are thinking of leaving, now is the time. Well, then we best get prepared now. I'll tell you when we head out.
Understood. Tahar, I'd also like to talk with you if you have a moment.
Corporal Tahar. A word, if you will?
Who are you?
Private Miller, Corporal. I'm from the Royal Army and came here with the Lord Marshal. We've captured someone who we suspect belongs to the Purity. He was seen in the deserted village outside this city, and he looks suspicious. He claims to be a simple courier sent to deliver a message to you, but we didn't want to take any risks. He's outside, near the entrance to the caves.
I see. Thank you, soldier. Dismissed.
Corporal?
Wow. Alright, okay. Okay, where's the lady that I need?
Ah, I was hoping you'd come by. That was quite the surprise visit, wasn't it? The Harbinger couldn't have picked a better time for his attack.
I guess you could say that. How's your injury? That blast from the barrier looked quite painful.
The blast? Oh yeah, sure. I'm as good as new. One of the perks of being a light mage. Tahar, I'm sorry. For everything.
What do you mean?
Well, what you discovered in that dungeon. I didn't see that coming, honestly. I mean, I'd always felt you were different, but an experiment of your father? I would have never guessed. And now that bastard Lacane took your mother. It's just... one tragedy follows another. Now I feel almost ridiculous thinking about my supposed problems.
We can still save her.
Yeah, I know. And we will. Blazes. How crazy does that all sound? A half-shaper whose mother's spirit has been stolen by a religious fanatic. If all this weren't actually happening, I'd think I'd be watching a bad play. Though you'd definitely be the tragic hero in this, and I don't envy you.
A bit of normality would be nice for a change.
I can imagine. Tell me, Tahar, if you had had the choice, would you have wanted to know about your mother and how you were born?
Yes. It's always better to know the truth.
Is it? Sometimes I wonder if the truth doesn't just make it all worse. Anyway, Shaper or not, it's good to have you back. Honestly, there were times when I was worried you wouldn't ever wake up again.
Well, it's good to be back.
Stoic as always. Anyway, in case you were wondering, I'm not planning to leave now. If you need my help, I'll be here.
You don't need to stay. You know that, right? Our work with the Purity is over, and nothing's stopping you from going back on the road.
Save for the mage-murdering Lightbringers, right? Look, unless you want me to leave, I'll stay, and I'll fight. And no, I'm not trying to sound heroic. Apart from the fact that there's worse company than you, the dwarf, and the others we picked up along the way, I can't just stand by and watch while those bloody fanatics do their best to plunge this world into yet another war.
Thanks, Iria. I really appreciate it.
Great. And now that we've got that out of the way, you should get some more sleep. You still look like a walking corpse. Don't make a habit out of it. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, we're gonna go to this guy now.
Tahar, what is it?
You knew about my mother, didn't you? That's what you hinted at back in the forge before we set out to the Eye.
Well, the answer is yes and no. I had suspicions, let us call it that, but they weren't enough to go on, and I had no idea your mother was connected to the Bloodburn.
Why didn't you tell me?
That I believe you might be the result of your father's experiments? That you're the offspring of some long-dead, forgotten race? Tell me, Tahar, what for? I mean, at best, you wouldn't have believed me. And at worst, it would have cost you your sanity. So no, I don't think I should have told you. I didn't know if these suspicions had any substance at all. And I would have been at great risk, especially back then when you were still part of the rebellion.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore, does it?
No. And I didn't get a chance to say this yet, but I'm glad you made it, Tahar. We need you in this.
Alright, okay, so... How do I get out? Oh, that way. Let's go down. Let's go to here. Looks like there's quite a bit I gotta do.
Did you ever think about what would happen if the Queen never wakes up from her coma?
She will wake up. The healers claim that she's already getting better.
They've claimed that ever since that dragon incapacitated her.
The Queen has Hibernian blood in her veins. And as long as her heart is still beating, I will not waste any time thinking about something that might never happen. Though, of course, that is not to say that others at the court haven't done it. Most people believe that Queen Aelith doesn't have an heir. But that's wrong. She does.
Really? Who?
A cousin. I suppose you know about the Queen's problematic ancestry. The ability to give life has always been impaired in her bloodline, which is why she does not have any brothers or sisters. However, it was rumored that her uncle, Anno Aelith, left an heir before he died. A bastard son.
It's the first time I've ever heard that.
Yes, because the Crown took measures to quiet these rumors. Suffice it to say that Queen Aelith's supposed cousin is far from an ideal candidate for the throne. But I will not go into detail on this topic. It is irrelevant. And it will stay irrelevant. Because the Queen will survive. I can feel it.
I wanted to talk about Leonon.
I had a feeling you would. Look, back at Greykeep, the situation seemed crystal clear. You killed 3 of your brethren, and General Noria openly spoke out against you. Similar to my policy regarding the purity of light, I can now see that I was wrong. But again, all I did was to take all factors into consideration and decide accordingly. It was all I could do.
You also could have used common sense. I risked my life to help Northander back when I turned on my father. Why would I now suddenly start massacring Wolfguard soldiers?
You're right. I should have taken that into consideration. Either way, you've been pardoned. And more than that, now we're fighting side by side against the real scourge of the Empire. I don't hold any grudges against you. And I can only hope you feel the same.
You know, this guy here, it's really hard to know if he's being a friend or being an enemy. He's sort of in the balance in between good and bad, and you don't know what side he'd be doing. He could be under some sort of power or some sort of thing, even though that he's right in that area there. You know, like right into that allied group that I have there. It doesn't make him any better of an ally. He's very questionable right now, so.
The past is the past.
It is indeed.
Tell me, Angar, do you regret helping the Purity, now that you've seen their true face?
That's a hard question to answer, and you know it. On the one hand, yes, I underestimated them. On the other hand, back then, it was the only logical thing to do.
Logical?
Yes. After all, your father did in the Mage War. The people were angry, desperate, broken. The Purity channeled, and still channels, these emotions. It may sound cynical to say that now, but if it hadn't been for the Purity of Light, something far worse might have happened.
Worse than a mage genocide? You let the Purity murder hundreds of mages.
Most of them were war criminals anyway. They would have been sentenced to death no matter what. But that is not to say that my decision to give the Purity of Light that much power came easy. I'm not free of self-doubt and empathy to her, even though it may seem that way to you.
However, I will not lie. Mages are a problem, and something needs to be done about them. If we don't, it is only a matter of time until a second Isamo Taha will appear and once again plunge the world into chaos.
But so much good can be done with magic. We aren't all evil.
I know you aren't. I fought alongside battle mages for all my life. But as your father proved, the damage only one deluded mage can do equals an entire division of Northander soldiers. But to return to your question, all I did was take every factor into consideration and decide accordingly. You did the same, more than once. I've heard of the trail of destruction you've left behind on your journey. Many people died under your command.
We tried to help wherever we could.
I believe you. But have no doubt that there are many who don't. What I'm trying to say is, there might have been a better way to handle things, but I did not see it. I did what I could, and even though it turned out to be a mistake, I have no regrets.
You said that you have an idea on how we can get more allies to fight the Purity.
Yes, I do. It's someone you're already familiar with. At least, according to your friend Iri. The Iron Falcons.
You want to convince them to join our troops?
Not all of them, obviously. The Field Dog are an even greater threat than the Purity, even if most people nowadays have almost forgotten about them. What I suggest is that we strike a bargain with them. They give us a small division of their elite keepers, and we provide them with twice the amount of footmen and maybe engineers to make up for it.
Engineers and infantry for a handful of knights? Is that really worth it?
It is. The Falcons aren't only excellent fighters. Their presence will also inspire our soldiers. They're living legends.
That's not what it seemed like when I was there. Highkeeper Erenor almost lost the tomb just because she was too stubborn to cooperate with the Deathmen.
Well, given that the latter now fight for the Harbinger, her mistrust wasn't that unjustified, don't you think? But still, you make a fair point. Keeper Erenor is complicated. But if what the elf told me is true, she learned her lesson.
All right. It's worth a try. When do we set out?
Whenever you want. Thanks to these Godstones, it won't take us long to get there. So I'm not expecting this mission to cost us more than a day, 2 at most. We should probably take some troops with us, just in case the canyon is still unsafe.
Fair enough. I'll let you know when we go.
Good.
Okay. Come on.
Interesting.
Alright. Actually, you know what? I want to do this before I do anything. So... there we go. I got 2. This is what leader? No, that's a... white magic, okay. No. Okay, no, I'm gonna go right. He has 2. Okay, so okay. This guy will be there with what's his black magic? There we go. This guy will be here with okay. This one here Oh well. Yeah. Okay, let me just go back. Don't need anything there. I just need right there and then there. And then this guy here has 19. He is a wharf. Okay, okay. So and what's this one? Here we go. This guy will have there. Now she has 2. We got leadership. What's this one? Black magic, and this one. That. So we want to go there and then here with that. She gets 2. Okay, and she gets 1. Okay. No, she gets 2. And she gets that. Alright. There. No. Let's see here when I get anything good. Okay. I don't see any. Her helmet needs to change though. I don't think I have anything that's good. Ah, but this one here. Let's do that. Okay. I can switch her there. That's all I needed to do. So she's up in strength now a bit. Okay, next one. Okay, what she has? She has a sword, but she can also use a bow and arrow. So I don't know if I can use anything. Okay, she's fine. Don't see anything that she can use. Okay. How about her? Okay, I can get rid of that one. Actually, I can... There. Use that. Don't have enough. Where's she? She's a bow and arrow, so I can't seem to grab any bow and arrow or anything like that for right now anyways. Okay. Alright. Him. He is a one-handed sword. Can I use a sword with him? He has a shield. So, what's that? Okay. What's this? Okay, nothing. A helmet for this guy, but I don't think he has a helmet that fits. 2 axes, so he's a two-handed. Two-handed axe. Could use it. There. Let's see what else we can use. Nothing else that I've seen. Okay. He is a wizard. That's the same as the last one. He has 2 rings. He has a... He needs armor. Which I don't have. That's a talisman. Give me a second here. I need to drink some water or juice or something. Because it's hard for me. I'm having troubles right now. Something does not want to stay in my stomach very long. Okay. Feels good now. Okay, I don't see anything for this guy, so... He's two-handed. He can use a bow, but... I think it's better just to use what he has. There's a helmet that he can use. But I don't see anything maybe this one. There. Okay, this one here. Same thing, he's a wizard. Or something. He's a little bit stronger. Okay. Or how about this one? Yeah, so he's fine now. Yeah, he's fine. I don't see anything else. Alright. Okay, so this guy. Shield. His armor is really good, so I don't want to... But he does need a weapon of some sort. Two-handed. You can use a two-handed weapon. You can also use a bow and arrow. As good as he is. What's this? A sword. Oh, it's already being used. Okay. That one I can use. It's the only thing I got. Right, no, I don't see. Could use a helmet for him. Oh, hang on. Even better. Look at that. Now that'd be more like him. Yes, it would. Okay.
Now would you look at Tandai, Tahar? Come to trade?
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm
What's
sure
this?
I have just what you need.
Oh, it's a sword. I came here to take away something that I don't need, like this one. And these two. That one I think is being used. This one isn't though. There we go. What else we got here? Should be fine. Maybe I'd take these books. Shapers, I don't know. Right now, let's do that. And then we do this. It's always good to actually pack up with a bunch of these things because you never know. There. There's 48. Now I'm good. I'm good. Good to go.
Farewell.
Okay, let's talk.
Tahar, it is good to see that you have recovered. This place and these people lack guidance without you.
They did?
Yes. The Lord Marshal tried to assume control, but as you might have expected, he did not have everybody's support. I was even fearing an internal power struggle, and I'm glad it did not come to that. I must say, Tahar, your mother, she is remarkable. I have always wondered what the Shapers look like, and now I do. It is fascinating, though I suppose this is a difficult topic for you. Forgive me if my words were inappropriate.
It's all right.
Good. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
What? Okay. Yeah. There.
Yes? What is it?
I've noticed that you use both white and black magic in combat. I've never seen anyone do that before. Don't the two schools exclude each other?
Normally, yes. The essence of white and of black magic deeply oppose each other. Trying to combine both of them usually has a similar effect on a mage's mind as adding water onto a patch of burning oil. I, however, never had that problem. The first time I found out was at the Arcane University in Greyfell, where I studied. The white magic spell I had cast on a rabbit to heal his wounded paw accidentally killed it. I was very young at that time, and I knew my professor would be upset if he found out, so I channeled my energy on undoing what I had done. As a result, I created an undead rabbit. It immediately went feral, and I put it back to sleep. But rather than feeling the terrible headache that had been described to us as an effect of combining these two schools, I felt a slight sense of, well, exhilaration. I secretly continued these experiments during my studies, and found out that whatever it is that causes this mental discord among normal mages did not affect me.
Do you have an explanation for this?
No, I do not. Maybe it has to do with the way my mind is structured, or maybe it is a simple coincidence.
Well, that's odd. Where did you grow up? You don't look Nortandian.
I do not, that is correct. I grew up in Imperia.
Imperia? That's a long way from here.
I know, but I hardly have any memories. My parents fled from the Civil War and set over to Northander when I was only 4 years old.
So you were refugees?
Yes, much like many Nortandians are now. We lived in the Utran lands, and my parents are still there.
And when did you discover your magic?
At a very early age. I believe I was 7 at that time. I must have had an outbreak, but I can hardly remember any of it. All I know is that my mother's employer, who was a mage himself, immediately took me in. I went to Everlight when I was 10, and did not leave there ever since. Until now.
What's it like to live in Nortander as an Empyrean?
Well, it was my impression that Utran people are by nature a lot more skeptical towards outsiders than, for example, the citizens of Everlight. All in all, however, I cannot complain. Both my father and my mother found work quite quickly, and thanks to my occupation as first scholar of the Creators Guild, they now live a quite comfortable life.
Interesting. You're the first Empyrean I've met.
I'm not surprised.
So, Undergast, when you told me about your split with Lena, I got the feeling that you were more than just colleagues.
You are asking if we were in love. Am I correct?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Then let me start by telling you that the term love is undefined and that theories about it conflict one another. I have read a lot of books on it, and I've studied the poems, and I've come to the conclusion that it is ultimately a primitive, carnal urge that people have come to romanticize for the emotions that come with it. I, myself, never felt it, and maybe that was because I saw the underlying mechanisms. I always found it strange how people overreact so strongly to such a simple emotion, and maybe that very fact stopped me from being able to feel these emotions at all.
Oh, okay.
Well, what are the underlying mechanisms?
The desire to reproduce with a fitting mate. In fact, the orcs have a very dry, rational view on this process, but for some reason humans, dwarves, and elves do not.
Love is more than just that.
Well, most people would agree with you, and I'm certain that in your subjective experience it is.
So, what you're saying is that you were never able to feel love. But then Lena came along, and you did?
No, it was not that simple. What stood out in our relationship was that we connected. I've never felt that before. You see, Tahar, to me, the bonds people have always felt peculiar. And I am not like Yana. Her mind simply does not have the ability to feel these bonds anymore. She had them once, but then she lost them. as she became a Dreamweaver. My brain is capable of feeling these things, but I am unable to connect with the outside world. I only have my own mind as a frame of reference. For example, when a person tells you yes, whereas he or she means no, you might be able to feel this discrepancy because you are able to empathize with her. I can't. To me, this person's distress would make no sense whatsoever. But then there was Lena. For some bizarre reason, she understood me and I understood her. Or at least, I thought that I did. It was as if this barrier, this shell that separates my mind from others, was pervious to her emotions. I know how strange it sounds, and I also have no explanation for why this was, yet it changed me. All at once, I felt connected. Do you know this feeling, Tahar? You have traveled with these people for quite some time now. Is there anyone you were, well, fond of?
Well, yes, there is.
I see. Then you probably know how distracting such a feeling can be. To be honest, when I first became aware of that bond between Lena and me, I was horrified. I could not focus anymore. When I sat down to write my studies, I realized after hours that none of what I had written made sense at all.
It's kind of funny. It's almost like high school kids when one falls in love but doesn't give his emotions. This guy has high emotion, meaning that he's strong in emotions, but his mental state was a little bit weak. His emotions were probably strong, but his mental state was a little bit weak. And that's probably why he didn't really connect really well, because he did not know how to express them very well.
What did Lena make of all that?
Nothing. Unlike me, she did not try to analyze, to understand its origin. At the same time, she did not discourage me from pondering. I believe this is what made our relationship unique. Complete acceptance. She did not try to tell me how I should behave or feel, and neither did I. Even when she decided to leave the guild and I decided to stay behind, we both accepted each other's decisions.
She probably wanted you to go with her, but you decided to stay. In a way, she was trying to get him to go with her, but he didn't connect the dots to do anything, so he left it as it is. I bet you she wanted him to come. I bet you that's what she wanted. It didn't happen that way, though.
Your inability to relate to others, is it innate?
Yes. If it were not, I might have considered my sudden connection to Lena as a symbol of overcoming. But it was not. Even though I felt connected to Lena, I was still unable to feel the same way towards others. This is what deeply confused me.
Am I right to assume that your relationship ended with your disagreement over the Creators Guild abandoning its neutrality?
No, you misunderstand. We never had a relationship. Although the feelings were mutual and we, well, acted on them, we never felt the need to bind ourselves to some close-minded societal construct. But yes, you are correct. It was the disagreement that broke our bond. Quietly, she left and never returned again.
That just tells you more about me, how I am. It's almost like exactly the same thing. There are things that I do bond with, like when it comes to ladies and that, and I do have like a bond between, but there's this, on my end anyways, there's no connection, no, like, not emotional connection, not mental, but sexual connection. There was no sexual connection towards me and any lady that I ever dated. You could say that I was morally something else. Like there was other things that in my mind, but I don't know how the other person would be. And it's almost like I have to give up my life and everything else because of one thing. because of what their mobility or whatever it's called, um, to see someone, you know, it's like you know that they like you in a way, but what are they liking you about? And that's what I got stuck. Are they liking me because I'm who I am? Are they wanting me because they want to get in bed with me and then leave to a different... See, that's the thing I don't like is like, I'm not a person who can go one night stand and then that's it. I'm not that type of person. I heard people doing that, you know, going in. You figure that this lady would be a good prediction. Instead, what she does is that she hops on to you and then hops off and then goes on to the next. And it's scary, you know. It's very scary on that because you don't know their mentality, whatever it's called. Um, I just, I don't know. It's something that I think it's in all of us, but for me, for some reason, I need a stronger connection. I need something that is so strong that it would put me in a situation that I could actually open up, not to the point where I'm fully open, but enough to be opened up to be with her in every sense of way, and I just cannot find that type of lady. There was probably one or two ladies that did have that connection. I did have that connection. The only thing is that I did not know what it was about me. Why can't I go? And I'm thinking there could be a few reasons why. And I was thinking, well, one of them could be is that my 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 family is very religious, and they don't like to see a person that's with them without them. Um, what is it called? Converting them into what they are, basically. So if they cannot convert virtue in any way, that's the thing that I am worried about, you know? It is something that I don't want. I want her to know me than my family. For a long time, like, if she came up to me, okay, and gets to know me without my family being around, and then I will have that confidence of saying, okay, well, I don't know how, like, I like a lady who is emotionally strong and mentally strong, who doesn't interfere with her emotions or her mental state. She does have, like, strong feelings of that one person and very strong on what she believes in herself. Not what, say, like my family believes in, but what she believes in. You know what I mean? Like something, that's what I look for in a lady. I look for in a lady is emotions, her emotions, and her mental mind. I don't want her to, you know, be whatever and anything else. There are some ladies out there that I find that are very strong-minded, emotionally and mentally. And I find that I can never get those type of ladies that I like. I might have had one or two of them, but at the same time, I had no clue what was wrong with me at the time. I don't know why, and I like the females. I like all, and I know I'm not anything else. I don't like anything else except for these ladies, and for some reason, I just couldn't get that emotional stuff onto them. And that's the thing, you know, like everybody has a different way of doing stuff. There's some people that don't give a shit and they just go in and then hop off. They don't care about any of you, anything. They just want to get it done with, get over and done with, and then they go on to the next one, and then in the next one, and then in the next one, until one of those people will have something on them, and then they transfer it on to you. Now, you hear about the monkeypox and all that stuff. Well, that right there is something that I don't I like. I wear my shirt if I go somewhere. If I don't have gloves or something, I use my long sleeve shirts like this and to hold on to stuff or whatever, and then I'll be fine. Like this is long if my hand is not connected to anything that these people are holding on or anything like that, I should be fine. Protected by my shirt. Even though the stuff could be on my shirt and I might rub my face on it or something, but I try to, make it so that I don't hit the spot where I'm touching stuff. You know what I mean? So this is what I have troubles with. I have troubles with that. I like a lady who is emotionally strong, who doesn't give a shit about anybody else around. You know what I mean? Like a lady who doesn't give a shit about anybody but cares about you enough to let her guard down a bit. That's the one that I like. The other one is mentally. Mentally meaning that does she have a problem with, I say, with drug use, or with alcohol, or with anything like that, where their mental mind is not all there. They can actually have outbursts, and that's where their emotions are usually tied in as well. So what I'm looking for is a strength of what's up here, and not anywhere else or anything like that. If she can get and be patient. And that's the other thing I like about people is how much patience do they have. And that's the thing that I was missing out of the two. Patience is the third one. Would a lady be there long enough for me to open up to get close to her? Or will she leave to a different person because one, she does not have the patience, and two, it could be anything else in between. So about that, that's what I look for in a lady. It's not that I'm like I'm this type of person right here. Right here. That means I'm very picky on who I date and who I spend time with. I'm very picky. I'm probably the most pickiest person on. And it doesn't have to be about body types. It doesn't have to be about what color or whatever, what nationality they are or anything like that. And it doesn't matter about anything about that. All it is that do they have the patience for me to go like this? And what this is an opening for certain people and dedicated people. When you're dedicated, you close your fist like this. You're dedicated just to the one person that you like, and then you got her like this. And if she's patient, and if you are ready, because, it takes two people to be ready, right? But it does take one person to be fully ready. And if that person is fully ready, is the other person fully ready as well? You cannot assume that both people are going to jump in and do whatever. You have to be something that's a little bit different. And that's why you have me on these relationship troubles that I have and all that stuff. I'm in my mid-40s, and I I have met maybe two that that were good. The only thing is though is that they were too demanding. And when they're too demanding on certain things, that's when I back away and kind of shut myself out. I need someone that's like this as well. Not like this, but like this. And if she can wait until then, until whenever, and then we both can grow like a flower, be with each other and then hopefully hold and do whatever with each other. But right now, I am this. And I'm looking for someone like the same. I'm not looking for a person that's picky on certain people. Because I'm more pickier than this person right here. So that's what it is. 3 things. Very picky, not picky, but open. And if you find someone that is open like this and you are like this, between this and this, there's no way you'll be able to save that relationship. There's no way. As much as you want to save that relationship, you will not be able to get that relationship. I like to see a relationship in between, but it really is hard because people are so not picky and choosy like I am, but morally just they go and they say, "Oh, you're with them, okay? Sorry, I misunderstood or whatever else, and everything else that comes with whatever." And I find it is super duper hard for any of us to actually be something. Like for me, I like to have a relationship with someone, but with me, I'm weak and is in my emotions and in my mental state. I am weak, and because my family's weakening me in those 2 things, they're making me wanting to do something that I really don't want to do. And I'm trying to be as good as I can, but they're weakening me mentally and emotionally. And I don't want that. I want them for me to be happy so that they can be happy what they want to do, but as well be happy for me for what I want to do. And that's the thing when it comes to certain things like religion or something, and that's what my family, my mom and her husband and my sister, I don't care if they are. It's just something that I do not agree with. And if people did figures this and that, not and this, they're not going to get anywhere. And I wish that I can say, let's make it fair. Let's make it fair enough to make it so that we all are different. Or, we're not the same. If we were all the same, we wouldn't be good. There would just be too many people would be walking in a straight line, marching towards wherever, and doing the same thing. That's why all of us are different. We all have a purpose in life and purpose of whatever else that is out there. But how can I find that one lady that I'm looking for that is like this so I can be and we can both grow? I don't think I'll be able to find anybody my age. Everybody is already taken, especially the good ones, or the ones that are more whatever, Like for a long time, I had no clue what was wrong with me and anything like that. But I do know. I do. I know what it feels like to be something that I just don't know about, this is why it's so frustrating with me that I can never find the words that I'm looking for to say. And even if some lady sees this, hears about it, and say, "Oh, that's the type of person you are. You should get out more and everything else." The only thing is, I do get out, but when I look around, all I see is diseased. You know, diseased. And that's what I see in people. I don't see any good in anything like that. You see, I seen one time I saw a lady just whipping her body around like out of control. Like she bends back and forth, just whipping her whole top body. Either she was so broken, and you can tell she is broken, mentally and emotionally, because with her being that broken, the drugs and everything else that was going through her veins and all that stuff, just, it was sad to see people actually hurt their own selves because of whatever. And a lot of people out there are like that, you know, like there are a lot of people that are like that. I wish that they weren't, but there is. So let's keep on going.
What? So you didn't even argue? I have a hard time imagining that.
As I said, acceptance of one another's nature and decisions was a pivotal element in our interactions. Though I did notice that my unwillingness to follow her on her mission caused her more emotional distress than she usually would have felt. You see, if there ever was a disharmony between us, it was when she tried to encourage me to embrace the world, as she put it. She told me that both I as a person and my studies would benefit from more first-hand experience.
Such as?
Well, anything. Traveling, studying the Zarlanthep ruins first-handed, even visiting the city of Everlight every once in a while. She seemed to think that it could help me get a better understanding of the world. But again, she never tried to force me. I could tell that my unwillingness upset her, but like always, she showed acceptance.
Do you feel, I don't know, betrayed?
Betrayed? No. By betrayal, people usually mean when someone behaves contrary to what they agree on, or more often than not, as they would like that person to behave. I always found the word to be very misleading. Desires, wishes, and urges are natural things, and I always found the usage of such heavily judgmental words to be very childish. Lena did what she thought was right, and so did I. I have not and will never blame her for that.
How do you feel about this?
That is a good question. I still think about her, almost every day. But the more time passes, the more this entire episode starts to feel like a vague, distant dream, the way an elder must feel about youth. I do not know how I would feel if I ever saw her again.
I can imagine. Well, thank you for your trusting me with this, Undergast.
You have nothing to thank me for. If this conversation helped you get a better picture of me, I'm glad we had it. But there is one more thing I would like to ask you, Tahar.
Tell me.
Do you have regrets? Do you ever feel as if you could and should have acted differently than you did act?
Yes, I do.
I understand. You see, I've never told you this, but I find your resilience to be remarkable.
How so?
Well, it is no secret that you have endured a lot of pain, especially your early childhood must have made a mark on your psyche. But still, you did not give up.
Well, it wasn't always easy.
Of course not. Either way, I think we have spent enough time talking. We should get back to the tasks at hand.
We should. So long, Undergast.
There we go. Now let's check.
Corporal? Need anything?
You never told me why you fled Finn and Mir.
Fair enough. You've given me little reason to distrust you, so... Oh well. Let's just get this over with. I already told you about my father. How to him I had always been more of an asset. Well, after my father died, I decided to become a novice.
A novice?
Someone aspiring to be a priest of Ellen. I don't know why I did it. It was something my father had always considered a backup plan if an arranged marriage wouldn't work out. Part of it was probably because obeying my father was all I knew at that time.
Was it difficult to receive the novitiate?
Not for me. First of all, I was a good candidate. I was still very young, not even in my 30s. And I already knew a great deal about magic and healing. Secondly, I was, after all, pure blood. That helped as well.
What does life as a priest of Ellen look like?
Boring. Though not as boring as a Nortander monk's life. You are free to have family and to indulge in the earthly pleasures. Still, your life is devoted to worship. And for a priest of Ellen, that means healing the sick and preserving Ellen's greatest gift, nature.
But something happened.
Yes. In my first year, I fell in love. That crazy, hot-blooded, head-over-the-heels kind of love that the bards all sing about. The boy felt the same way, and for the next year it was, well, it was perfect. It was the two of us against the world. Maybe you know that feeling.
And the priests didn't mind?
Priestesses. Only women are allowed to teach. And no, they didn't. Elves consider love to be a blessing of Ellen. Forbidding it would be near absurd. I have no clue where your monks got that idea from. Though, of course, that boy and I tried to, restrain ourselves when the situation demanded it.
What was his name?
Doesn't matter.
And I guess your romance didn't end well.
You guessed right. But it was more than that. You know, I told you how I always felt estranged around other people. I knew how to put on a smile, how to make myself fit in, but it was always fake. Shallow. With him, it was different. Dramatic as it may sound, I thought I had finally found someone who understood me. Then there was the novitiate. Despite all the time I sunk into doing the crazy things lovers often do, I never failed as a student. Or, no, let's put it another way. I was the best, in every aspect.
Which didn't sit well with some people.
No. And eventually, they made sure I felt it. They excluded me from everything, stared at me when I walked by. It hurt, yes, but I convinced myself it didn't. I've always been good at that.
But what happened?
My lover's friends started manipulating him. Telling him that I only saw him as my pet, that he was a failure, and that I only kept him around to feel good about myself.
That's toxic.
It was. And their seeds met fertile ground. You see, we novices all knew that only 4 out of 20 will be granted priesthood at the end of our training. And being a failed novice leaves you with a mark you'll keep for the rest of your life. It all looked peaceful on the surface, but beneath that it was an arena. And these other novices, they made sure my friend became aware of that fact. To him, I started being a rival as well. And do you want to know the biggest joke of it all? I didn't see it. The idea that, I don't know, that he would listen to them. That he would ever reach a point where he'd put what we had below his hurt pride and his fears. It never crossed my mind.
So, what happened?
Well, he knew I was curious by nature, so one night when we were in bed together, he suddenly asked me if I wanted to go on an adventure. Of course I said yes. So we snuck out into the cloister's courtyard. It was beautiful. The night was cloudless, and the old oak, our cloister shrine, had just begun to bloom. We made our way to the library building, but of course the door was locked. Out of nowhere, he pulled a key, grinning at me, and opened it. It was insane. As you can imagine, priests aren't known for being lenient towards these kinds of trespassings. We were risking our novitiate, and I didn't even know the reason, but I liked it. And we were doing it together, weren't we? It was exciting. He took my hand and we went to the High Priestess's office. We opened the door and went inside, and there he finally told me what we were here for. To open the grimoire, the High Priestess's spellbook.
Whatever that is, it sounds like that was a terribly bad idea.
It was. It was a stupid idea. And if I hadn't been so blind, so bloody naive, I should have seen it by then. But I didn't.
What did he ask you to do?
To open it and try to read one of the spells. He teased me. Told me that I wouldn't be able to do it. You know? Saying it like that. Sounds so bloody stupid, doesn't it? But again, I was too blind. I laughed. I wanted to impress him, so I gave him a kiss. Opened the page and started the words. Long story short, I lost control. The spell was too much for me to handle and it misfired. One moment I was staring at the pages, the next one, the library was aflame and my lover was gone.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was the one too stupid to see it coming.
How far did that fire spread?
Not far. It was put out before it could do real damage. But, of course, that was the end of novitiate. I was thrown into the cell of shame and sentenced to 12 years of polishing prayer banks and cleaning floors in the shrine.
Your lover, did he regret it?
I think so. The only bloody gratification I ever got from this. But even if he would have confessed and begged me to take him back, I couldn't have. All that connection, that trust, it was gone. Worse, it was tainted.
Oof.
Did you try to tell the priestesses the whole story?
No, I just sat there and smiled. Of course I did. But my love had all his friends to back him up. To them, it wasn't even a trial. It was a feast.
But you never polished those prayer banks, am I right?
No. In the night after the trial, they still let me sleep in my chamber. Thoughtlessness, I suppose, or maybe they simply didn't care. I got my things, left, and never came back. So, here it is, the whole truth. No dark secrets, no assassinations, no necromantic rituals. Just a plain old broken heart. Compared with all that shit you had to go through, it almost sounds ludicrous.
It doesn't. Being betrayed by someone you trust often hits the hardest.
Yeah, I guess. It's just, I don't get it. How could he give all that up? I mean, there was something between us, you know? Something rare, something precious. But no, he threw it all away for his fucking vanity. But in a way, it's just a continuation of what I've always known. Wherever I am, I'm a stranger. People don't like me, and I don't like them.
For what it's worth, I'm glad our paths crossed.
Yeah, me too, Corporal. Me too. I'd like some space now. I hope you don't mind. Let's talk later.
Alright, so it's almost like in my thing too, like you see something, you fall in love with someone and the person that you grew up with and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden something else changes and it just doesn't go your way. It is sad to see that, but it does happen. Okay, right
Sure.
here. So I got cool. Okay, now.
So you made it after all. Not bad.
You didn't think I would?
No. That sleep you were in. I didn't feel that there was any life left in you. But then again, you always were damn hard to kill to begin with. That new energy inside you, though, that's a different story.
So you can feel it?
That's like standing in front of a bonfire and being asked if you can feel the heat. Yes, Tahar, I can. Anyway, in case you're here to ask, we're staying.
So you'll help me fight the Purity?
You make it sound as though this thing is somehow your responsibility. It isn't. That fanatic, with his idiotic stories of the All-Father's return, is out for all of us. Especially the orcs, or the other members of the dark races. So yeah, the Fire Wielders will stay.
That's good news. Thanks, Ford.
Don't mention it. Anything else?
Okay,
Corporal? Need anything?
Goodbye.
Huh?
Regarding this rain you told me about, I
want to talk about it. I'm not supposed to, but I don't know. I trust you, Tahar, and I've kept silent about this for far too long. Zarek's fangs, this is so silly. I feel like a damn child.
I'm not forcing you.
Right. Where do I start? Before becoming a shaman, every disciple has to go through a trial. The Iron Trial, as it's called. I told you that I did most of my training in solitude, didn't I? That wasn't true. 5 years after I entered disciplehood, another orc was accepted by my elder. A female named Rain. She was 2 years younger than me.
I thought only male orcs can be gifted.
No. It's just that for female orcs, it's even rarer to have magic. Which is why there are close to no female shamans.
How did you get along?
Well, at first, I was a complete dick to her. I was jealous and feared for my position. However, she never took offense by it. She fired back at me when I got childish, but at the same time never lowered herself to my level. As the years went by, we became friends. And no, there was no courting or mating involved, if that's what you're thinking. She was more like a sister to me, and one who, unlike my true kin, understood me. Those years in the Orcish steppes, they were special. We spent days, weeks out in the wild, doing whatever our elder tasked us with. And though it was hard, there was beauty in that. We just had this connection between us, this trust.
Sounds like friendship to me.
Yeah, friendship. I never had a connection like that again, and I rarely talk about it. The one time I did, the orc I told it to laughed right in my face. He thought it was ludicrous, a male spending time with a female who wasn't his mate. He stopped laughing when I broke his nose.
But something happened. Am I right?
Yeah, the trial did. The sacred test every disciple has to take before he or she can become a shaman. Our elder sent us both at the same time, which was unusual. But of course I was relieved. There was plenty of talk about the Iron Trial, and I was scared.
What did you know about the trial?
Rumors. Shamans are forbidden to talk about it. But it was known that only half of those who take it return at all.
How did Rain feel about it?
Same as I. Believe me, Tahar, only a fool would have entered into the trial with a smug smile on his face. We knew what was ahead of us.
So, what happened?
Zarek's fangs. I can't believe I'm telling you this. I'm breaking my oath.
Don't do anything you'd regret later.
I won't. We weren't told much about the trial. Only that we'd have to venture to a cave, far up in Barga Gore. They also didn't tell us how to get there. Only that Zarek would guide us. And he did. After a week of traveling, we found it. It was a strange place, Tahar. I saw that right from the beginning. The entrance looked like a mouth, the rocks surrounding it like the bones of an old forgotten beast, and the stalagmites like hundreds of teeth. But of course, we went in. We had to.
What did you find?
A giant hall. It was as mesmerizing as it was unsettling. There were murals and carvings all over the cave walls. Old glyphs that I'd never seen before.
Shaper glyphs, maybe?
No, not Shaper. They looked as if the Guardians themselves had carved them into the rock.
Interesting. What else was there?
Nothing. That's what baffled me. Apart from those murals, the hall was completely empty. And for some reason, the ground in that hall was completely smooth, like polished stone. There were braziers, one in each corner of the hall, and they were burning brightly. Rain was as confused as I was. But nonetheless, we entered the hall. And that's when the trouble began. Because all of a sudden, the exit was gone. No magical noise, nothing. Just in that moment when we looked the wrong direction, it disappeared. And instead of it, we were looking at another wall.
How is that even possible? Maybe it was an illusion.
That was our first thought too, but it wasn't. That new wall was as solid as every other rock in that hall.
Strange. What did you do?
Well, after we calmed down a little, we assessed our situation. We figured that this was the Iron Trial, and that it was our task to find another exit. So we started looking. But it was pointless. There was nothing. We couldn't even hear the wind anymore. For the next 14 days, we were trapped. We couldn't make that wall disappear, and no matter how long we studied the glyphs, how long we prayed, nothing happened. On the 5th day, our provisions had come to an end, save for half a skin of water and a handful of jerky. On the 8th day, it was all gone.
Blazes. How did you survive?
I'm getting there. As you can imagine, the thirst was the worst. It drove us mad, and we searched every corner of that goddamn hall for just a drop of water. Not that we hadn't looked before, but as you know, hope dies last. Have you ever had thirst, Tahar? Real thirst?
Yes.
Then you know what it feels like. On the 11th day, Rain and I were puking our guts out. Our skin had literally started to crack, and I felt as if I was burning from within. On the 12th day, we were only an inch from death. That's when the dream came.
A dream?
Yes, a shared dream, almost like a vision. We were still in that hall, Rain and I, but we were out of our bodies, floating like spirits. At first I thought we had died, then I saw what was different. The floor was full of blood, and that blood was burning. The murals and glyphs had started moving, twisting, like shadows dancing on a wall. That's when I first understood what they were depicting. For some reason in the real world, I'd never been able to.
What did they depict?
It showed what was expected from us, what we had to do to get out. Sorry this isn't easy. I've dreamed about those weeks ever since. But telling someone, it feels bizarre. Zarek demanded a fight. Either one of us died by the hands of the other, or we would die there together. The Iron Trial. We were never both meant to pass.
Truth be told, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have surprised me either. But for some reason, I don't know. He had known Tahar, our elder, our master. He had known that it would come to this, yet he still decided to send the two of us out at once.
So you fought each other?
No. Trial or not, I would have rather died than done that. And that's precisely what I told Rain. A god that demands a man to kill his own sister is not a god that deserves worship by anyone. But Rain wouldn't have it. She claimed that if both of us died, both of our lives would be wasted for nothing. I got angry and asked her if she meant that she wanted to fight me. She said no.
I don't understand.
She wanted me to kill her. She told me that she was already too weak to make it down the mountain anyway, but that I could still make it. Believe me, Tahar, if there had been any strength left in me, I would have punched her just for suggesting it.
Did you ever consider sacrificing yourself?
No. I know it makes me sound like a coward, and maybe that was part of the reason why I didn't. But the sane part of my mind still believed that there had to be another way. That all this was just some cruel joke, and the cave we had found maybe wasn't Zarek's after all.
And yet you're here.
I am. I should have known before she even did it. She always had to have it her way, no matter the price. It happened when I was asleep. She took my dagger from its sheath, put it into my hand, and drove it through her throat without hesitation. When I opened my eyes, her blood was already all over my face. And as if Zarek had been watching all along, the wall disappeared. No noise. Just like that. The wind was back, and it was raining outside. The first time in months. I like to think that she saw it before she died.
Did you make the descent?
I did. There were berries in a mountain goat that had been hit by a rock slide, right next to the exit. It was so absurd I almost had to laugh. When I got back to the Elder's shack, I screamed at him, then broke down and started to cry. He just listened. In the end, he told me that we had both known what had been at stake. Yet we agreed. Choice and consequence. He made me a shaman the next day.
Do you blame yourself sometimes?
Of course I do. But ultimately, it was her choice. And all I can do to honor her now is to respect it.
That's cruel.
Maybe. But without cruelty, there isn't life. Don't you too send brothers and sisters into battle, Tahar? Children, fathers. You do it because ultimately, you believe the outcome will lead to a world more desirable. It was the same with Rain and me. We wanted to be shamans, Zarek's chosen, and we both paid the price.
I see.
There's one more thing. Remember when you asked me why I feel the way I do about our culture? Why I think we orcs should strive for more? It's Rain who made me realize that. Most orcs would have fought each other in that cave, to the death. But she didn't. Instead of submitting to her primal instincts, she made a sacrifice. One that I could have made too, if I hadn't been such a coward. Blazes, it feels strange to have told you all this. But, I don't regret it.
Well, thanks for trusting me with this, Gore.
Let me have some time for myself right now, all right? I need to think.
Alright, so we got... Alright, let's go down to here.
Yes? Looking for some orcish craftsmanship?
Yes! What we got here? Hell no. Let's see here. Well, I need two. And yes, that's it. Now, there. Alright, for the ones that are watching or the ones that are going to watch this stream, I'm going to end it here for today. This was actually quite an interesting stream today. I got to talk to you about certain things, about me a little bit and all that stuff. There's still plenty of what I wanted to talk to you guys about, and ladies. But you get to slowly know what I am and what I'm not. So I'm just simply hoping that everybody will enjoy this, like all the streams that I've been putting out there for years. I know it's been kind of, kind of like a thing, but what else can you do, right? There's not really much else you can do. So I made a new one, so this is my new one, so that I don't forget to save it. But I've been having so much fun with this game that it's hard to take down sometimes. And sometimes I just get upset because I'm getting stuck on certain things, but eventually I got through it and started doing it again. So it does take me a little bit to calm down and everything else like that in this game, but it is something that I enjoy a lot. So if you guys like these streams, please leave a like and subscribe. If you don't want to do any of that, that is fine. You want to check out my other streams, you sure can. But if you like what you see, please put a like down and subscribe. Tomorrow I will be on early, but Wednesday I have a blood work I gotta do. It's not gonna take very long. It's gonna take me about maybe a half an hour, depending on what time I get there. My blood work thing or my blood thing is at 11:30 on Wednesday, so I have to leave here about 10:30 and then go up there, do whatever, and then come back down here and do whatever, and that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this stream. Tomorrow I will be on again. It will be between 9 a.m. to or around 11 a.m. Eastern Time. That is New York time if you want to know. I will be streaming at that time on tomorrow, and then on Wednesday it will be between 12 p.m. to about 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That all depending on what time I get out. It should be I shouldn't be in there very long. I should be there very shortly, and then I can get back here as quick as I can. Anyways, don't forget to hit the notification bell button so you know when I am on. And wherever you are, wherever you live, have a great morning, great afternoon, or great evening. I enjoyed my stream today. It was a lot of fun. I know there's a little bit of action that I had in here, but mostly it was morely talking to a lot. And I still got more talking, but I am getting there, getting through it. Tomorrow should be all through it. And that's about it. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this stream. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And alright, y'all. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.